Hello and welcome to lesson 9 of A Course in Miracles. My name is Sarai. I am a self-love and relationship coach, and I have coined myself the modern day hitch mainly because I help singles just like you find their most compatible partner, all in the context of self-love, because I truly believe that if you have a healthy, loving relationship with yourself, then you're going to have healthy, loving relationships in your life. So today's lesson is I see nothing as it is now. I see nothing as it is now. I can't say that. I don't know why. As it is now. There we go. I see nothing as it is now. So, I think that this has just become something as I am explaining these lessons. These lessons are all intertwined. So lessons 7 and 8 are very much tied to today's lesson. Mainly because it talks about taking the definition or the experience or the description or whatever your mind is jumping into perceptions of your current experience. So this lesson in essence is all about understanding how our perceptions are often based on past experiences, which I've been saying that since the past two lessons. And how we're not really being present in the moment and seeing how our past memories have kind of created our judgments for today. So if you're single, let's start with that. And it'll apply for both singles and couples. If you're single, you might view your potential partner based on past heartbreaks. When we don't heal our past heartbreaks and we don't really do like the tough call of like, what really happened? What role did I play in this? How am I responsible for part of the downfall of this relationship? And we don't take part or we don't take accountability for our part in the disappointment of the relationship, and we don't heal that, then we go from relationship to relationship thinking like I'm looking for this type of person and nothing seems to fit the bill. Now, let's say that you are in a relationship and you have an argument with your partner. I believe it was lesson 4 that we talked about. You're upset over something else and not the actual thing. So let's say you start arguing about the same thing. He didn't take out the trash, or he didn't wash the dishes, or I don't know, whatever. The laundry was not put away. I'm just going with petty stuff here, but you're whenever something else happens, let's say now that little thing has really exploded or grown into other bigger issues in your relationship, now you're seeing everything through the lens of that argument, that original argument, when you didn't feel validated, when you didn't feel heard, when you felt like you were being ignored, or maybe the whole value of responsibility came into play because he didn't take out the trash like you had asked. And now the trash it's trash day and you guys have, I don't know, trash for 2 weeks because he didn't take out the trash. So is it snowballing into other things? Yes, it could easily snowball into so many things, mainly because you are holding on to past experiences. So if you see nothing as it is now, if you don't see this desk as it is now, if you don't see this phone where I'm talking to you guys as it is now, if you don't see this app as it is now, then you take the sense of reality from it. You take a sense of reality off of it, of what am I really upset about? And is it this or is it something else? And it forces you to really do the deeper inner digging work of what is it really that I'm so upset about if I remove everything. So in lesson 8, I talked about how it helps you figure out patterns. And these lessons 7, 8, and 9 are all really tied to each other, and how you are picking up on patterns that you have for yourself, within yourself, in regards to what are your triggers, what are your red flags, what are the things that you get irritated by, what are other people doing around you that get you so upset? And it's all based off of like old experiences and not being able to let go and not being able to forgive yourself for the things that you had at some point, some part, some accountability. So I know that right now it doesn't make sense. Like there's a lot of working things here that don't make sense. And these lessons are not to be understood in a sense. They're meant to be practical lessons that you apply in your life every day. So if you let's start with something small. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the evening, you can do it throughout the day, however many times you feel comfortable. But let's say, for example, if we start with this pen, one of the previous lessons, the earlier lessons, like, oh, it means nothing. So I see nothing as it is now. I do not see a pen as it is now. And if you take that definition off of it, then what are you seeing? It's up to you what you want to put onto it. So it's really just training your brain right now to start seeing things and perceiving things in a different light, instead of, well, I'm basing it that I know this is a pen because I've seen this before and I've used it before and I've written it with before. You know what I mean? Like taking our old experiences, our own perceptions of certain things, and really applying it to what is this now. So again, going back to the whole scenario of a date, you're sitting with somebody new, but somehow you're implementing parts or scenarios of your past relationships into this new date and not really giving them a chance to prove to you who they really are, because you just never know. They might be the person that you have been asking for, but because you have all these preconceived notions of, my ex did this, my ex did that, I haven't healed this, I haven't healed that, I trust no one, whatever else might be running through your mind during a date, you don't give a real chance to this person that is sitting across from you. So again, if it seems very confusing at this point, it's like, oh, you're just kind of repeating yourself over and over again. These are not meant to be understood in the logical sense, but more in the I'm going to apply the application sense of every day. Try it out and let me know how it went. If you need help, I'm only a message away, a phone call away. You can always schedule a call with me, and we can see how these lessons can start applying to your personal life. So hit that save button if you haven't, or that follow button if you haven't, and I will see you all in lesson 10. I am sending you all lots of love and light.